So I just stopped for a cup of coffee. I'm getting the boat ready for a departure. We've got another couple of hours or so, then we got to get going. It's been windy for quite a few days and we're really one of the last ones left. So we've just been waiting for a bit of quieter time and hoping that by 4 o'clock the winds are going to abate a bit and we'll have a easier passage. But I'll show you because it's been blowing all day, so there's going to be a bit of swell which we're going to have to be driving right into. There you go. Of course in the distance it's hard to see, but there's white caps out there that are coming up from the south. So we're going to get the boat ready to make sure nothing's going to fall over, because we're going to be diving straight into that. We're in San Pedro Bay, or rather the outside of San Pedro Bay. Can't quite see this, but if one were to walk over that saddle there, and one comes out in the bay that we've been in for a while. Maria's out spearfishing, trying to bring some fish home before we head to back to San Pedro. We're just there in the water with our friends from the yacht that came in this morning on the other side. The deal is that by the time she comes back with the fish, I have the boat ready to go out and hit the waves. So let's have a look what needs to be done. Seeing we're at the bow, let's start here. On the anchor, normally we'll put a snubber there to kind of break a little bit the strain on the chain and avoid noisy rocking motions overnight. So it needs to kind of come off, of course, so that I'm ready to bring up the anchor when it's time to go. As far as our inflatable kayak goes, that needs to be deflated so I can pack it in a bag and make sure it's stowed away and doesn't come off the lines as though we try to tow it. Clearly all this gear that's stowed on the foredeck here needs to be secured. Whenever we're at anchor, we've put up this shade counter cloth to get a bit of protection from the sun rays down below. That obviously has to come down as well. This is our shower on board, solar shower. Again, needs to come down before we go. Checking that our extra water containers look secured. So of course in the galley there's lots of things that could go flying. So what we do is we make sure that everything is secured, and to do that we've got devices here and fixings to make sure that everything goes and stays in place, like so. Then all loose items to remove before we go sea, and anything loose gets put out of harm's way like this, or gets strapped down, preferably with 2 hands. Then we go around and make sure everything's secured, tied down, closed and so forth. So again, with 2 hands I'll make sure this is tight. And then we better close Nico's toy compartment, and that takes care of that. Then everything gets locked down, tied down, and then we go around and make sure that all the hatches are closed everywhere so we don't get any water coming in anywhere. And here's another one. And then finally in the head. Now the most important ones actually are back. So let's go and take a look there. So it's movie time for Nico, but we just need to interrupt him there. Nico, can you help us close the hatch, please?
What?
Yes, please. Can you close that for us? Okay. What about closing it properly? I'll give you a hand with that because it's not easy. Okay. Nice one. And we've got another aft hatch here. Right. All right. We're getting there. Right, next, and perhaps the most important one to close, because this is going to take a lot of water, is forward hatch. Done. Well, here comes Maria, keen to find out whether she caught any fish. But anyway, meanwhile I've got the boat ready to go, and I'm not quite sure whether the wind's actually eased off or not, but it looks a little bit calmer now. So I guess we'll make a cup of tea and find out. So Maria, can you explain to us the problem we just found?
Sure. You might notice that this pin was nearly completely out. It's supposed to be turned so that this bit sticks out, doesn't go through the hole, but it was mostly through the hole. And then I noticed that this tab here that the shackle pin sits through is basically cracked and opened. So yeah, this holds up the boom, so quite integral and important.
And did I mention the dinghy that need to be stowed away as well? Better tie that down. So not far to go now. There's Tetakawi, the mountain of San Carlos. I guess in half an hour we'll be in our anchorage. See, that's much calmer than we set off.